This video is going to be for you if you want to take some time off this summer. Now, this may not be an exotic location. This might be you redecorating your spare bedroom and watching reruns of an old series at home. No judgment either way, whatever works for you. But those moments in the summer or any time of the year, whenever you are watching this, where you take a step back, you refuel and you take your foot off the gas. And this is really difficult for many of us who are freelancers, who are service-based businesses, because we are not wired that way. We are wired in a way that we just keep going and we keep hustling and we say that we're available and we can do all of the things all at the same time. This year for me is about taking a week off. I really am committed to doing that. My kids are growing up so quickly and I really want to have that time with them, but also that time for me where I'm not clock watching, I'm not checking emails, I'm not doing all of the things. However, I should add this in, and this is why you might want to watch this video. I still want to make money in my business whilst I'm doing other things. I still want to help lots of people whilst I'm doing other things. And so in today's video, I'm going to give you 4 things that I would love you to think about and take some notes. Feel free to grab a piece of paper and a pen and let's see what's possible. Before we begin, I should also say that you don't have to do any of this. You can really go and have a lovely time and take the summer off and work with your own schedule and revisit in September. I remember my dad in the 80s, if we would go to Spain, there'd be no email contact. You know, he literally would switch off for 2 weeks, no emails. And I think he used to joke something like, don't phone me unless, you know, the office building has blown up or burnt down or something major has happened. But otherwise, I'll see you in a fortnight. And now with all our digital devices and doing all of the things, that prospect can be really difficult. So if you are somebody who would like to completely switch off, not have anything to do with your business or your phone, then you do you. But for those of us who also don't want to just get back and go, wow, okay, I'm really starting from scratch. And you actually want to come back to an inbox full of exciting opportunities and clients and look at your Stripe account and know that you've made money, this is going to be great for you. Number 1. This is so crucial as I record this in June. Now is your time to really build out the places where people can come and hang out and find you and find your thing. So there's no point just saying, oh, I'd really like to take a week off, but I don't have anything kind of to show for your business. What we have to do is think about how this business can exist in the world without you, almost like a child. You know, in that very early stages, obviously that child is with you and you're doing all of the things and maybe you're feeding the baby, but you're certainly responsible for the baby. And then it comes to the point where now my son, who's 9, he sort of waves at me as he goes through school, like he's waving me out of a junction, like, see ya. You go, okay, great. This is where we are then. This is where we are. So what we have to do is we have to build our businesses, our personal brands, so they can be out in the world without us. And that's through content. That's through really stating who we are and what we're all about. So it makes sense without us having to explain it. So if your content has been inconsistent, if you've been here, there, and everywhere, if you've been popping up and then having a 2-week off break, now is the time to rein it in and to really focus and get some really good solid content out there. Number 2, this is your opportunity. So I call it your online digital disco. This is your opportunity to build that know, like, and trust. I have bought thousands of pounds worth of content, of mentorship from people I've never met in real life. And equally, other people have spent thousands of pounds with me that I've never met in real life. So how and why do we do that? Because for our parents, that might be, you know, seen as a scam. It's that know, like, and trust factor. Video, Zoom, online work is incredible for this. But in order to know, like, and trust, we have to get to know you, your storytelling, what you're all about, and building that familiarity with people. And so you will know if you've nailed this, that when people finally meet you in real life, they're like, oh, you're exactly as I thought you were going to be. One of the other things that people think is I'm a lot taller than I am. I'm not, I'm 5'2". But that thing of being able to show who you are, what you're all about, why you do what you do. These are really key, important components in terms of building your business so it thrives without you. Number 3, please show your results. What is the transformation that you provide? Where are people when they come to you, and where do they end up when they finish the process? What does that messy middle look like? Take us on that journey. And also not only show the results, as in like maybe it's money, maybe it's they got 20,000 more social media followers because they did my step-by-step method, but also tell us about those people. Tell us how they shifted emotionally. Maybe they went from absolutely hating speaking to feeling confident, to finding a visibility rhythm, whatever it might be. Maybe they have changed their identity. Please go into detail with those results that you provide. Finally, be clear about the process. So often people will talk about that transformation and they will say in 8 weeks, this will happen and you will leave this process this kind of person. And people go, wow, that sounds fantastic. Great. But we all know that this is not the true story. So it's the equivalent of saying to a personal trainer, right, can we work together for 8 weeks? I would really like this kind of body transformation, and like taking in a picture, like I want to look like this please. And the person just saying, yes, of course, in 8 weeks that will happen, without fully explaining that you have to do the work. This is what it's going to look like. This is what might happen. This is what it looks like. This is how you can prepare for the situation. These are the other factors to consider. So when you operate in that transparent way, that's when you're really going to connect with the audience. And that's when you're going to attract the ideal clients to your work. If you want to work passively, you have to be clear about these things, because otherwise you'll have people buying your stuff and then you might get that email 2 days later of like, oh, I think I bought the wrong thing. I'm not, for example, if somebody wanted to build a personal brand with me, if somebody says, I've got this high street shop and I thought you'd help me with my stock take. Oh, no, that's not what it's all about at all. So be really clear. The clearer you can be now, the clearer it can be for all the other people out in the world. And the clearer the process can be of you welcoming in money, even if you are having a lovely time doing something else. The work that we do, or this is like a taster of your digital disco, it's a great place to come and play. There are 3 ways to join. You can do the online course, or you can add a strategy session, or we can work together for a month where we work together side by side and really get this website, your online presence, your business to this place where it can thrive out and about in the world without you, whilst you're having a lovely time. I'll leave all the details down below. Also, if you add in podcast at the checkout, you'll get a cheeky discount. Don't tell anybody I told you this, but you know. I hope that was useful. Let me know, subscribe, follow along, share it, all the good stuff. See you next time. Bye.